13 News Now meteorologist Evan Stewart here. It is the 1st of July and another hot day today across Hampton Roads. We're looking at high temperatures up into the mid-90s, but we are tracking a cold front that's set to bring us some showers and thunderstorms and possibly a few heavier downpours into the day tomorrow. We do have a weather impact alert issued for Wednesday because of the potential for some flooding rains if we get one of these thunderstorms that sets up in one location and sort of just sits there for a little bit. But then once the front moves through, we'll see some lower humidity. It's looking like a fabulous 4th of July and a nice weekend coming up. A little bit lower humidity. It'll still be warm, but it should be. Normal or average high temperature this time of year is 89 degrees, so we'll be close to that as we go into this holiday weekend. So take a look at the satellite and radar across the area. We've seen a few of those fair weather cumulus clouds start to bubble up, but that main front is still off towards our west. We have a couple lines of showers and thunderstorms, one here developing over the mountains. That'll move through here later this evening, but the main front is still across parts of western Kentucky, and it's this front that is going to slide through ever so slowly during the day on Wednesday, giving us a chance at some of those showers and thunderstorms and heavier downpours. And then eventually that front will stall across Florida, and that might lead to a little bit of an interesting situation down through the Gulf or off the southeast coastline as we get into the weekend. More on that coming up here in just a moment. But again, right now, satellite and radar just showing a few fair weather cumulus clouds, a couple of showers and storms out into the mountains. So let's time things out here with Futurecast. Take you through this afternoon. Temperatures up into the low to mid 90s. We're forecasting a high of 95 degrees. It'll feel more like 100 to 105 when you factor in that humidity. But here comes that line of showers and thunderstorms still approaching Richmond by 6 o'clock. And I've stopped it here at 8:30 because that's about when sunset is, officially 8:28. And notice that line still out towards our west. So dry through the daylight hours. We will see a few showers and thunderstorms as that front approaches, that first band of showers actually. Although by the time we get towards 11 o'clock and midnight, I think this line will gradually start to weaken. So it might be some pretty big thunderstorms up towards Richmond, and they just weaken and fall apart as it moves towards us closer to midnight. Will be a few showers, maybe a few rumbles of thunder as we go through the evening. And then the main front approaches and moves through on Wednesday. Starting out with temperatures in the mid-70s. We'll see those showers and thunderstorms developing into the afternoon. High temperatures up into the low to mid-80s. We'll officially go 85 degrees, but after the line of showers moves through, likely dropping back into the upper 70s. And there is that potential again for some heavy rain. If any of these storms are slow movers, that could drop, an inch of rain over a short period of time, which could lead to some flooding, especially in some of the more urban areas where we have a lot of that concrete. The heavy rain comes in, sort of overwhelms those storm drains for just a moment, and we can see that flooding out on the roadways. And we are under this level 2 risk for flood potential here through parts of the south side, northeastern North Carolina and the peninsula, level 1 risk up across the middle peninsula, northern neck, and the eastern shore. So because of that, we've issued a weather impact alert for Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. That's when we're looking at those showers and thunderstorms moving through, and that potential for some flooding. Again, any slow-moving storms could produce some heavy downpours, so you'll definitely want to avoid those flooded roadways. Now, Futurecast not calling for a tremendous amount of rain, but the thing will be, if there's a localized spot where we get that thunderstorm that just sort of stalls out for a little bit, there could be some spots in here where we see, more than 2 inches of rain. It just really depends on where any isolated thunderstorm decides to set up across the area. So we'll be watching that closely. We'll be in here this evening, of course, myself and Tim Pandages, and then tomorrow morning we'll, of course, have Taylor and Craig in for daybreak, tracking those showers and storms, and Hunter will be in at noon, and I'll be in into the afternoon and evening as well. Now, as far as the tropics go, quiet in the Atlantic. Now, I mentioned that front that's going to ever so slowly move through here on Wednesday. It'll eventually, by the end of the week, stall down across Florida. And a lot of times as we get into the start of hurricane season, we're just now into the start of the second month, whenever we get these fronts that sort of stall off towards the south, we can see areas of low pressure develop along stalled frontal boundaries. And these are what we call sort of these homegrown tropical systems, meaning they don't develop off the coast of Africa and move across the Atlantic. So we'll be watching that. There's about a 30% chance as we get towards the weekend, so beyond 2 days. So this would take us through Thursday, no percent chance of development. But as we get here and towards the weekend, there will be a chance. Is it going to be here in the Gulf? Is it going to be off the southeast coastline? That still remains to be seen. And still remains to be seen if it even does develop. But that is what's going on here in the Atlantic. In the Pacific, which continues to be very active. We have an intensifying Category 2 hurricane now. That is Hurricane Flossie, with winds of 100 miles per hour right now, just towards the southeast of Cabo San Lucas, and it is expected to become a major hurricane. This will be the second major hurricane here off the coast of Mexico so far for this Pacific hurricane season, expected to become a Category 3 hurricane tomorrow. The good news is it does look like it's going to remain off the coast of Mexico and off the Baja Peninsula. Now, it is a big storm, so we'll feel some of those impacts along the coastline as it works its way towards the north and west, but it doesn't look like there'll be a direct landfall. So that's certainly some good news. The Pacific, again, continues to be very active, while generally the Atlantic is quiet. Mostly sunny this afternoon, hot and humid, 95 degrees, 78 tonight with those thunderstorms after sunset, and then 85 tomorrow. Scattered thunderstorms, could be a few heavy downpours. That's why we have that weather impact alert posted for Wednesday. 90 and clearing out, lower humidity on Thursday, 88 for 4th of July Friday, 88 Saturday and Sunday, partly to mostly sunny skies, and then we start to warm back up early next week with a high of 92 on Monday.